And now, this world shall know pain. Almighty push.
What's going on, Digi-Eggs? It's your boy TruePain Gaming, back at it again with another Digimon video. Today we have a purple deck profile as requested by chat today. This is my first 1.5 deck profile on the channel with the physical cards. Sorry I've been slacking lately. I've just been doing a lot more streaming and then busy with school and all that. But I have all the decks ready. So in the next coming weeks you'll be seeing just a bunch of decks. Also guys, I want to go over something really quickly. I do have the stuff for the giveaway. So for those of you who've been following, we are very close to 200 subs. Originally I was going to give away one of each starter deck. However, I have not been able to find blue or yellow, but I was able to find 2 Gaia Red. And this is the most desirable starter deck I've seen so far. So, of course, if you guys want to enter this giveaway, drop a sub, drop a like, all that helps. And it's really appreciated, so. This is also all being recorded live on twitch.tv/TruePainGaming. Link in the description below. Link scrolling across your screen right now. Yeah, now that that's out of the way, let's hop right into the deck profile. So, starting off with the eggs, we play 1 Yamon. So Yamon is if you have 5 or more in your discard pile, it gains 1k. This one's better in the late game because it lets you swing over higher numbers. So that's why we play the Yamon. 4 of my favorite purple egg right now, Demi-Marimon. It's a pseudo Gabumon, so on deletion you draw 1, trash 1. I really like this card because it helps you filter for our boss monster, which is MaloMyotismon. So that's why we play the 4 Demi-Marimon. Next on to the Tamers. We play 4 Tamers. We play 2 of the new Mimi. So what she does is all turns when a player uses an option, you can rest her to gain 1 memory. So this is super nice because when you play an option or when your opponent plays an option. So if your opponent plays Hammer Spike, you just tap Mimi and you nullify their Hammer Spike. This is a super cool interaction that the game has. So yeah, that's cool with the Mimi. You can play her on your opponent's turn. And then we still run the 2 map because this one lets us get back key cards from our discard pile. And then it sets our memory to 3, which is very, very crucial to have 3 memory at all times. Next on to our option cards. We play 2 Night Raid. Nothing's changed there. We actually did cut down 1. We were playing 3 before. We're playing 2 now. The reason I'm playing 2 now is because the level 3s aren't as crucial in the current build, I feel. Because we're not playing the Chimeramon Destruction Engine anymore. But 2 Night Raid is still good to recover. 2 Trump Sword. This is the removal card for purple. Honestly, I hate this card. I'd much rather have Hell's Gate, but that comes out in set 4. So, yeah, I don't like Trump Sword, but I have to play it because I need a removal card. 1 Heat Viper, the better removal card in my opinion. Security Effect sucks because you add it to hand. But with Lilithmon, this becomes a 3 cost. If you have 2 Lilithmon, it becomes a 1 cost, and that just feels so good. And then our last option card is a new one from set 1.5. We play 1 Necrophobia. You get to play level. It's just a better Night Raid for level. It's a Night Raid for level 5s, which is so good about it because level 5 for 5 cost, that's pretty strong. So that's it for our option cards. On to our level 7s. 2 Millenniumon standard. This isn't going to change until we get Zort and Zort Defeat. But yeah, we played the 2 for the removal, and then he's a very sticky body. So if he gets if you leave him on board, and your opponent Shine Greymons you, it doesn't feel that good because you're going to get all your on deletion of you get all your deletion effects off of the draw cards who are deleted by their DP reduction. But then you get to keep the Millenniumon, so Shine Greymon doesn't feel that bad, versus most decks Shine Greymon actually hurts your soul. Onto our 6s. We play 6 level 6s. We play 3 of the Queen herself, Lilithmon. Y'all already know how much I love Lilithmon. I actually bumped her up for my last purple deck profile. We don't play the Darkness Claw anymore, but at this point she's not turning Darkness Claw into Hammer Spark anymore. What she's doing now is just, you want as many Liliths on board as possible to make these option cards just absolutely dirt cheap. So that's why we play the 3 Lilith. And she's best girl. We're probably going to always play her just because she's best girl. 3 of our actual boss monster. This is MaloMyotismon. I think this card's actually dirty. I don't like the cost. 13 cost hard play, 5 cost Digivolve, but that's not what matters. It has piercing, and then when another Digimon is deleted, gain 1 memory. So if you crash with one of your Digimon into another, you gain 2 memory. If you pierce over something, you gain a memory. Like, this is just so good, and it's such a tempo changer that this card is nuts. And then Mummymon lets you play this card for literally no reason. On to our 5s. We do play 7 5s. So we'll start off with the one I just talked about. We play 3 Mummymon. So Mummymon, when attacking, you can pay 3 memory to play 1 MaloMyotismon from your trash without paying its cost, and then he dies. So you swing, pay cost, bring Malo back, and then regardless of whatever the check is, he's dying, and you're gaining 1 memory off of the MaloMyotismon effect because he dies. Effectively making it 2 cost to revive Malo. So essentially you just want to turbo MaloMyotismon into the trash. I've experimented it with 4, and I didn't like it at 4 because I felt like I had it in my hand too much, and I don't want to play Arukenimon. But then at 2 I felt like I couldn't get it in the trash enough, so 3 feels like the optimal number for me. And then our last level 5 is Lady Devimon. This one to me is more of a meta call. I think or it's also a personal preference, right? Because I think Chimeramon could do just fine in this spot. But I built this deck more so focused around the Lilithmon and the Lady Devimon stuff. Because she'll let me on Digivolve draw 2, trash 2. Which if I have Malo in my hand lets me get it to the trash. But then also when I use an option I get delete to level 3. So she's really nice against Rookie Rush and the pesky Vmons that are running around right now. And when you Chimeramon to kill your Tapirmon to kill a Vmon, like that just doesn't feel as good as just killing it for free. In my opinion. But again, this is also a meta call because you can use the what's it called? The Chimeramon in this spot if you want to kill things like Rise Greymon. So that's it for our level 5s. On to our level 4s. We do play a hefty amount of 4s. We play 4 Vilemon. So Vilemon, generic blocker. I feel like I don't really have to explain him. He's been a staple 4 of since set 1.0, and it will be a staple 4 of until set 128. Unless we get a better blocker for some reason. So we play 4 of him. And then we play 3 Marimon. Marimon's the 1 cost to Digivolve, so it's just your Gorillamon and your Vegemon and your Dark Tyrannomon. Same card. 1 cost less actually to hard play, and then 5k DP. So it's slightly weaker, but honestly it doesn't matter. It's just a bridge to get into our Lady Devimon, like 90% of the time. To round off our 4s, we still play the 4 staple Devimon. This guy's a Chad. This card's degenerate. This is why I don't play Chimeramon, because if I can, I'll just go into him. Oh, my opponent has a Rise Greymon. Oh, my opponent has an Arrow Vidramon. Like, I'll just swing at it, and then I get so much more value out of him dying, plus like a Sukai or a Gabumon under him, and like the new Demi Marimon, that it literally does not matter that he's dying, and because I already committed less to him than they committed to the level 5. That's why I don't play Chimeramon in this build. And then the Retaliation Inheritable is more or less a deterrent, so that people don't try and swing over my Lilithmons. Because if you don't have Lilithmon if Lilithmon is not under him, 90% of the time your opponent's gonna Gaia Force or Kokai Spread. They're gonna out your Lilithmon with something that's not an attack. But if they have to clear your board, they're gonna have to try and swing at Lilithmon, and they're gonna have to sacrifice something off the Retaliation. So yeah, Devimon, Giga Chad, like, again, will probably be a staple till the end of time. And then to round off the deck, we're playing our level 3s. So we play 1 Gazimon. I only play 1. Now this card, depending on what you want to do, could be like Impmon, it could be Demi-Devi. I'm actually not playing any of the 2-cost guys in this deck, which a lot of people would be like, oh, you're dumb, you're 5-head, But there's a good reason. But the 1 Gazimon is honestly just a meta call against blue, so they can't Hammer Spark. Because if I just drop this, they now are forced, and I just don't swing with it, they're forced to out it with like a Kokaitis Breath or a removal card of some kind. And if they can't, then they just pretty much lose, because all that tempo they gain off Hammer Spark just existing doesn't work. So I like the 1 Gazimon. 2 Impmon. If I were to play the 2 cost guys, this is what I'd cut, these 3. But personally, I like the 2 Impmon to just get an early swing and then trash to set up for your Lilithmon or your Malo later. So yeah, the 2 Impmon. 4 Tsukaimon. I see a lot of people cutting him, but again, putting him under a blocker, this is literally just Gomamon. Like, this is... Every blue deck plays like 4 Gomamon. Why aren't you playing 4 Tsukaimon in purple? It doesn't really make sense to me, but... That's my logic behind him. If I put him under a blocker, cool, when the blocker dies, I'm going to gain a memory. Or, like, if I put him under, like, Devimon, cool, Devimon dies, but now I gain another memory back off Tsukaimon, making this even less of a commitment. For Gabumon, this goes with our draw engine. Draw 2, trash 2. People are probably pretty familiar with him by now, but, again, like I said, this deck, you just want a turbo to get that Malo into your hand and then trash it as soon as possible while also setting up for a Mummy in your hand. And then once you have that and like a Lilithmon, it's pretty much GG. You just give him the shake at that point. So yeah, the Gabumon for the draw 2, trash 2. Oh no, trash 1. Draw 2, trash 1. Lady Devimon's the draw 2, trash 2, my bad. But yeah, it's Gabumon. And then 3 Tapirmon. The reason I only play 3 instead of 4 is because I'm not playing Chimeramon. So pretty much I don't have a in the current build there's not a whole lot that sacks your own stuff. Like actually like nothing does. Except for like Heat Viper. Yeah, literally Heat Viper. So at this point Tapirmon's just a body that I just throw at security to draw a card. And then if he dies, cool. If he doesn't, cool. Like, your opponent's not going to swing over him because I'm going to draw a card so I get another free swing. But that's why I play Tapirmon. Don't really know how I feel about Tapirmon. But, I don't know. Drawing cards is good. Early aggression is good. And then you can just Night Raid him back to do it again. So, again, the low end in purple is always weird. Because to me, the low end in purple just feels like it doesn't match the top end. Because the level 3s all kind of just are doing their own thing. Like, besides, with the exception of Gabumon, who's helping you set up for your actual like plays, the rest are just like, oh, here's some advantage, or like, oh, here's like a little poke. And that's just how purple's always felt to me. But the top end of purple just always feels so good. So yeah, that's it for my purple deck profile, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Huge shout out to my friend JoDobbi, link in the description below. This deck was really inspired by him and a lot of his help. He pretty much always helps me with my purple decks because I'm really bad at building purple, to be honest. But that's how the deck plays. That's how it goes. Don't forget to subscribe to try and enter to get those Digimon starter decks. If you don't have a starter deck already, you can get that. If you do, you can get more Gaia Forces and a free pack because these are unopened. So what's not to love about that? Yeah, so drop a sub. Check out my Twitch, twitch.tv/TruePainGaming. Link in the description below. Link hovering across your screen right now. Yeah, I'll see you guys later.